Okay, so next up we have a split squat variation again that we can target a little bit more glute focused rather than quad focused. So this time I have Harriet rather than Rob. Ladies, I'm sorry. Gentlemen, you're welcome. Pop the band over for me, please, my dear. Cool. So this time we're going to loop the band around the neck rather than looping it straight under the foot or just under the foot and holding onto it. So we do have a little bit more of a set resistance, but I'll go through a couple of ways that we can make this a little bit more challenging afterwards. As we come down into this one, we want to make sure that we're flexing the knee less and extending the hip more. So in essence, as we come down into it, let the hip sit back further. We're getting into as much of a fold as possible here. Because this line of pull is staying more towards the knee, there's a greater challenge presented to the hip than there is to the knee, which is good because it means as we drive up, we're going to be required to use our glutes a lot more to perform this contraction. Okay, don't blame Harriet for the wobbliness. She hasn't trained since Wednesday. She's feeling lost right now.
I am.
Cool. So, if we need to make this more of a challenge, come over this way. We can raise the rear foot a little bit more to again increase the amount of bend that we can get at the hip. So again, bring yourself this way. Cool. We'll do exactly the same thing. So we're exaggerating the amount of drive back we need at the hip. That's sitting back this way. We're reducing the amount of bend we get at the knee. Now, the same sort of thing as before, we want to be exaggerating tempo in and we want to be exaggerating a contraction the entire way through the range of motion. So the entire way through, Harriet's thinking about squeezing her glute. As she comes back up, she's squeezing. Good, she's going to contract. She's going to contract at the top, squeeze hard. And then again, all the way down. Now, even on this way down, it's very easy to forget about contracting that muscle, but keep that contraction there. If you notice you lose it at any stage, go back, gain it again, and then go back into that kind of moving pattern. Cool, lovely. Now, if we take this off, we could increase the challenge by, again, using a bigger resistance band. If we don't have bigger resistance bands, we could set it up with a cuff. Popping the cuff underneath your feet. Oh. Popping the cuff underneath your feet, wrapping this around your shoulders or around your head. Or we could also be adding external load with the use of dumbbells, which again is a very good variation, but we'll be specifying this for you. Cool.